Hello, I'm Lucas and welcome to part 3 of the Fair mod on Rome Total War. Fair mod, if you haven't seen before, is a mod which basically balances out all the factions, but also there's a load of new features added. If you want to see more details of that, you can watch the previous 2 episodes, or you can go to moddb.com, the link is in the description, and you can look at more of a comprehensive list of all the features added. We are playing as Carthage on this campaign, and today we are taking the fight even further to the Brutii. So we've done pretty well so far. We have secured Sicily, which is my first primary aim. We managed to regain Thapsus last episode as well, but now it's really extending up Italy, particularly taking Tarentum. And I'd also like to take Capua, because if we could take Capua, then the Scipii can't produce any more troops, and they're gone basically. They aren't a faction. So that would obviously be a big benefit to us, one of the 3 Roman factions being knocked out completely. I'm pretty sure... No, I'm not sure of that. I was going to say I'm not sure how far the Brutii have expanded in this direction, but they probably have expanded. So if we take Tarentum, they've probably got more armies. But for the Scipii, very unlikely they'll have another settlement. They almost certainly won't. So that's good. So first of all, let's have a look at what we've got. Not a lot, I don't think. So in Croton we have, first of all, a spy. Yes, a spy indeed. Well, he should really head towards Tarentum. And then actually in Croton, we've got a decent sized army, but a lot of it's militia type troops. Now, of course, the mod makes morale better and the troops are more courageous and realistic. So militia troops are better now, which is nice. We've had this army come over. It's more militia troops than Iberian infantry. So this is pretty decent, what we've got here. First of all, I just want to quickly see if there's any mercenaries that aren't. We can probably... So what have we got in Tarentum? We've got 2 units, Titus Brutus and some Equites. And then Vibius Brutus, don't know, his brother maybe. Alongside some Equites, Hastati and 2 Velites. Okay. We could possibly take Tarentum this turn, because if we annihilate that army, which is standing right outside, have we got a force which is really capable of doing such a thing though? We've got a lot of militia troops, as I said. We could possibly. I don't think that army's quite good enough. We might as well just wait for these guys one turn. Yeah, we'll go next turn. We'll go next turn and attack Tarentum. And we are recruited indeed. Okay, good. Yeah, I just feel like it's slightly stupid to go too early. We might as well wait one turn, which is good. So that's fine. And yeah, as I said, this guy's going to join him. So probably not a lot more we can do in this region of the world. As for Sicily, really it's more recruiting and making sure our defences are fine. But honestly, we're doing a good job of that. So I'll work out like the traders and stuff, and then we'll end the... Yeah, we'll end the turn. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all we can do, so let's see what happens. So, okay, that ship moved about a yard. The army that was outside Tarentum left very briefly, but they will be back, I'm sure of that. I'm not really sure what they were doing. Other than that, it's relatively quiet, unless the Spanish do anything, which they're not. We're not really anywhere near the Spanish anymore. This guy looks decent, 18 years old. Obviously, you know, it doesn't really matter his age. The campaign's not going to be going on for that much longer anyway, but he actually looks pretty good for an 18-year-old. So yeah, most certainly we'll accept that, and the more generals the better. As for notifications, town grows, I saw that. Yeah, Thapsus, we'll do that in a second. That will do it right now. We'll get a building there. Governor's Palace will do. Largest faction is probably us. Yes, it is indeed. Yeah, that's all good. And then faction announcements. Also, Byzaltes has come of age as well in Carthage. We kind of want to get him and his friend over. But we can do that very soon because we have a ship. Yeah, and then recruitment rather, and then marriage. Okay. Right, so I think priorities are really moving, sort of mobilising these armies to get them over to the mainland of Italy. So first of all, yeah, you guys probably don't need another town militia over there, but the ground shield cavalry would be nice. You can get on this boat and head to the Sicilian territory, which would be good. And then you can come around this way because... Yeah, okay. So you're gonna be moving across soon. Yeah, can't really pick up anyone, to be honest. As for Messana, Messana's got a lot of troops, so we could probably move them over. But it's annoying, there's some Scipii forces here. This is 80 biremes, it looks like. Oh, it's only 1. So how many have we got? We've got 80 biremes as well. 80 versus 80, I'd rather not, to be honest. Just in case. You know, because I feel like the Scipii has some good navy, so it'd be a little bit of a risk. But we can certainly get these Iberian infantry over. Or not. It seems like not, because this ship is... they're restricting their movement because of the Scipii. Okay. Right, this is slightly annoying. You head there. Right, let me just work this out for 2 seconds. I'll be able to get them over to Italy. Okay, it turns out I can't really get them over, so these guys will just have to... They'll work their way over next turn. I don't know. You know, we need to build up a bit of a navy to kick these Scipii out. That's quite a difficult thing to say. Yeah. But, okay, we don't desperately need them, but the combination of this force and that force is a little bit of a decent army. But the main focus, of course, is Tarentum. So spy over here. That's where the Brutii army is, and it's... Okay, that's got bigger. It's a different Brutii army, I think. Some Weletes, War Dogs. It's not the greatest army, but it's decent. It's certainly decent. So first of all, you can't even reach Tarentum. These guys can't even reach. Okay, you head over here. You could possibly reach if you went by boat. You come around here. Now, we have a pretty decent army here. You two... okay, you two... There's a lot of town militia, which, honestly... Yeah, isn't ideal. The Peltas could do a decent job, but not really. We don't need them. You get on the boat, like so. I'm wondering if you've got enough movement points. Okay, I think you do. I've just realised that that navy only has 10 boats. But look at that. That's a pretty solid army. I'd say that a lot of it is militia troops, but you know what? It'll be okay. Do I really want to bring any of these guys along? Not really, to be honest. Not that important. You head over to Tarentum and besiege it. It's a shame there's no mercenaries available, by the way. And yeah, we'll build 3 rams. That should be enough. Now this boat needs to get the hell out of there. Really. So you just head back to that port. Like so. Okay. So Tarentum's under siege. Not a lot more we can do, but we need to recruit more in Croton. So you can recruit some Iberian infantry, probably. We just need a lot of that, because that's some good stuff. That's all we can do, I think. I mean, I do want to get an army over in this direction just to take Lepkis Magna. So Thapsus, I mean, I don't know what they've got. Can we get a spy over? Right, we can recruit a spy. I'm going to get a spy because I want to have a look at Lepkis Magna. That's an assessment I'd like to take. Because I think for the short campaign, we need to take 15 settlements and Rome, or something like that. I want to take Rome anyway, but I've worked out that if we take Rome, all the Italian settlements... plus Rome, we'll only have 13, plus the current ones we have, we'll only have 13 settlements, so we need to take 2 more. And then 2 extra ones are going to be Lepkis Magna and Cyrene, just because they're easy to take. Then we'll complete the short campaign. So we do want to start mobilising an army in Thapsus. But anyway, once more, I'll sort out the recruitment, and then we'll end the turn. Right, I think we're ready, let's go. The Brutii are probably going to respond. Yes, okay. Wow, I mean... it really doesn't reckon this is in our favour at all. I mean, I know we've got a lot of militia troops. I've said that quite a few times now, but we have a decent amount more men. How many men do they have? They have, I mean, I don't know, about 730 men-ish. 700, yeah. They have over 700 men. But you know, let's say 750. We have 916, but they really don't rate us. I mean, and that's 26 town watch. That's nothing. 13 Weletes, that's the same. It's probably because they've got a lot of generals, like 3 generals. The Weletes aren't that great. And we have got a lot of town militia. I'll give it a go. I don't see what the harm in that is. I'll give it a go. Because if it goes well, then we've basically got Tarentum. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so here we are, on a rather flat terrain, it would seem. Oh, there is a rock here. We could use that to our advantage, we'll see. But I think the annoying thing about our army in comparison to theirs is we have no form of indirect fire. But there's a rock here, and that intrigues me greatly. Where's the cities? The city's going to be in this direction. In fact, that looks like the city over there. Meaning both armies are going to come from this direction. I mean, they can't get over this rock, so we could try and be really sneaky and try and use this rock to our advantage. I'll have a think for a couple of minutes and I'll see how we could possibly do that. Now, I will admit, even by my standards, this is a slightly old formation. Now, I don't know, we'll see how this works. It's going to be interesting. They can't climb over the rock, meaning they've got to sort of split their army either side of it. And what I'm planning to do is get them to charge into one of these units and then have them sort of encircled, as you can kind of guess. Sort of lead them into a trap with this guy just hanging around because he might be... Wait. My bad, that's not what I meant to do, in fact. Right. No, in fact, you go like that. Sorry, I didn't... That was meant to be a cavalryman at the back. But yeah, anyway. Sort of encircle them as they come over. I don't know how this is going to work. But I really feel like we've got to use this rock to our advantage in some respect. So, we'll see. We'll see. We'll start the battle. So, both armies are coming from this general direction, which I'm not surprised about. So I'll skip it forward. It's going to take ages for them to actually reach us. So, we'll start that. We'll just skip it a bit. Right, they're getting relatively close now, and it does seem like quite possibly the armies are going to be split up, which is exactly what I want as well. It minimises their effect, really. They're walking very, very slowly over, possibly so these guys can catch up. I don't know. It's intriguing to see what they're going to do. These Equites want to charge into some spearmen. They're more than welcome. Like, they're more than welcome. We could just encircle them. And then the same with this general. I mean, it's peculiar. The Weletes are going to start attacking soon. Fair enough. 26 spearmen, they're not going to do a lot. And then this general's just not moving. He's not moving. So I think most of the... Yeah, there we go. Okay, pause. I mean, Equites has just charged in. Like, what are they thinking? Iberian infantry into the back of them. You into the back of them. But these lads need to be quick about this. You come over. You come over. Right. Hasn't worked ideally because the Hastati have kind of put a spanner in the works. You come around here. You come around here. I mean, this spearmen, they should do decently against Equites. Just need to keep an eye on this flank as well. The general's not doing anything. Okay. I mean, the Hastati are good fighters. The Hastati are great fighters. You need to get on these lads. We have killed more than them. More of the... Okay, let's get a good... Oh, no, flip. You here. Completely forgot we had a general. Get over here. Well, first of all, just destroy these war dogs. Alright, now get over here. Don't worry about the dogs anymore. Now, good charge into the Hastati. Wasn't really what I was thinking. How are they doing? The Hastati down to 69. Let's go down here. General is... Okay, there's a couple of lads. 13 Weletes are just being jerks, but whatever. We need to get into these Hastati again. Make sure they don't attack. You need to get on these Hastati as well. Nice big charge into Hastati, please. Alright, get back out. Get back out. Bear in mind, we've still got another army to deal with, so we don't want to take too many losses. Okay, the Equites are routed. Good. Now everyone on the Hastati, pause for a second. What are you guys? Town Watch, I don't care about them. We can literally ignore them. Iberian infantry here. You here. You support. Like, everyone come around. Here. And you, General, you can charge again into the Hastati in a second. But all of you guys need to attack these Hastati, basically. Now you, get a good charge in. Over this flank, it literally is the 13 Weletes. I don't really care about them. This flank is a little bit depleted. But it's cool. Hastati, it's down to 33. They're wavering. Broken. Right. Really, really good. What a great start. But we now need to get back into formation. So you come over here. Right. I want 2 town militia. Right. Let's make sure we get the right town militia. Bear in mind, these guys are very, very depleted along here. Right, they should be getting back into that formation. Forgot about this general, I will admit. He needs to get over here now because this flank needs more support. But it's been a good start. How's it gone? It's been a relatively good start. Relatively. But you get over here. Now, I think possibly people are coming in now. These Welliters must be out of arrows or javelins soon. If I say arrows, I mean javelins. Yeah, I mean, this is not looking as clean as it once did, is it? You two need to move slightly forward, like here. And again, pronto. Right. As for you lot, not really a lot's happening on this flank. Like, Welliters are just standing here, so General, get into them, please. They're just going to stand there. They're more than welcome to, but they're going to die. That's it. Get a good charge into those Welliters. Now rout their friend. Okay, now get back now. Get back, because their General's here. Right, this flank. More stuff. And this is crazy, because I have to concentrate on two flanks at the same time, and I can't even see one flank from the other because there's a rock there. Madness. But I kind of have to deal with it. We have Equites. Oh, for God's sake. The same unit of Equites. Right, just get the cavalry to deal with these lads quickly. They're kind of annoying me now. Because they routed and now they've come back. We really need to focus on these lot. Right, 13 Welliters. Do you really want to do this, lads? You're going to regret it. Admittedly, General's bodyguard's coming in. Get around here. Get around here. That's it. Get around here. We want these guys. We want the cavalry to come into here. Right, they've taken the bait. Or, well, we hope they've taken the bait. You come around here. You need to come around here quickly. You need to come around here quickly. Everyone needs to move fast. Right, come around here. You hit into them. You hit into them. You, round here. This is going to be close. Right, you come around here. Okay, now the more pressure is on this flank. So, quickly, we need you to come around here like mad quick. And you go around there. We're going to need more support on this flank. This guy looks pretty surrounded, which is good. That guy, not so much. So you need to be incredibly quick over here, mate. In fact, you come on this flank as well. Right, somebody's died. I think possibly that was our general. Enemy general. 2 enemy generals have fallen. Wow, okay. 2 of 3, I think they're enemy generals. Right, that's really good. Oh, they routed now, though. Eager and eager. So that's a no, then. But, look at that. We got 2 generals down. Great stuff. Now, you get into these Equites, as they're annoying me now. No, don't worry about those. Whatever you just charge into. Come around here. Come around here. And into there. You, into the Equites. Okay, now there's more stuff. Roman general. Right, okay. These guys basically just need to get over here now. So you 2 need to come in this direction. And you need to come in this direction as well. Now, what's that attacking? 6 war dogs. Right, I don't really care about that. Is there anything that's going to come over this flank? I don't think so. I think they're all coming over to the left flank now. So we need to get everyone over here. So you guys do that. What is going on over here? Complete mess. But I think it's a mess of dead bruti. Hopefully. I don't know. But literally all 3 of you need to hit into these guys because our general's suffering. Big time. Get around here if you can. Lads, just hit into them, please. Right. They're down to 12. You get a good charge in. Don't worry about you. And then you're down to... I don't know what. I don't know what's going on that flank. We are possibly going to lose a general here. I wouldn't be too surprised that happens. If it does, it does. How are we doing? We have killed a lot more of them. Even if we don't technically win this, we kind of have won it. By proxy almost. Right. This flank's gone very, very well now. We only have Welliters and Welliters left. Okay. Good stuff. Welliters. It's basically all Welliters on this flank. We need to get this general down. So literally, you... No, look, literally all of you, pretty much. Just charge over here. Screw the Welliters. They're not important. They're not fighting machines. You, however, get round here. Well, you can get into these well-atters, because, okay, you're looking extremely vulnerable. Get out there. Don't particularly want to lose you. Instead, you replace him in that gap. Not you. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Get out, get out, get out. A lot of spamming, lot of clicking. All of you, bar you, no, and you, into there. You, into there. Now, you could probably do something useful. There's 80... Right, get those 11 well-atters. This guy's looking pretty surrounded now. Somebody's gone down. It's you. We need to get you down. There's 22 of them left, and then there's just a ton of well-atters to deal with. Still, the balance of power is in their favour, but we've got a lot more kills than they have. Okay, he's down. Yes. Really, really good. Okay. You I'm slightly concerned about. You're not particularly good, are you? You get those war dogs. Right, who's down now? Vibius Brutus. So we've got 3 generals down in one fight. Wow. Great stuff. And they're routed. Good. Now all of you can focus on the well-atters. Bar you, to be honest. I want you to get out of there as well. If we can get as many of those well-atters down as possible, it's good. Right, get all 3 generals can come out. All 3 generals come out. All the fighting force onto the well-atters. But the generals need to get out of there. That means run, please. I think this is starting to swing in our favour, you know. No, you see, I'm pretty sure whoever you just charged into, I'm pretty sure I just told you to not do that. That means run out. I mean, seriously, is this... Okay. Now we should be churning through these well-atters at this point. They shouldn't stand a chance. You're relatively strong, you can get a quick charge in. Okay, now get out. Right, you just... Right, 3 generals like this. I want you to sort of come over here so you can charge them down when you're ready. Get off guard mode now. Right, these well-atters shouldn't be able to stand up too much longer. We'll speed it forward a little bit. Admittedly, these lads are getting slightly bogged down just by the sheer amount of well-atters. So I'm getting these 3 guys to charge in quickly. Hopefully none of them die. That's it, I should have done a good job. Oh, no, it didn't. One of them died. Right, get out. Fast. How did we... Wow, okay, the general, slightly unlucky, but we did get 2 of them to rout. You might as well stay in there as you're going to die soon. Right, these 3 units are routed, now it's just focusing on this unit. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make for... to get Tarentum. But all these guys need to focus on the well-atters now. I mean, we've done... This has been an incredible fight. I think that rock might have saved us. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, we've 50% of our army's down. Nearly 80% of theirs is. Hopefully this will be enough to get Tarentum if we, you know, kill all the rest of the well-atters. For example, you can do that. You know, make sure nobody survives. I mean, look at that. A lot of dead bodies of both sides. All you lads on these well-atters. You chase these guys down. You can chase these guys down as well. I mean, these well-atters have done a damn good job. I mean, there's very few of our units left. Very few of our units. This one unit of well-atters has done a good job, but 1 charge in and they should die, hopefully. Yep, there we go. End battle. Right, clear victory. And it was indeed. It was a clear victory, but we took a lot of losses. Hopefully, I think this is enough to take Tarentum. We killed only over 90% of their men. So we should have enough, and none of the generals survived as well, crucially. So we should have enough to take Tarentum. It's what? It's now a rebel force, but we didn't take the city. What? Okay. Right, the Numidians are spying on us. If we didn't take the city, the only possibility I can think is that... What is... Wow. I mean, what? These guys have just come out of nowhere. Okay. So what's happened here, I think, is that over the turn, Tarentum has possibly had a rebellion. That doesn't make... I don't know. Possibly Tarentum was, oh yeah, under a rebellion. rebels took hold of the city, and now they've formed an army up against me. An army which is too strong for me to deal with. Plus, where's the other general? I swear he didn't die as well. Right. We can't really take that army on. Hoplites. There's a rebel general out of nowhere. Right, we're going to have to back off. This is slightly frustrating. We'll back off. I mean, we right, okay, I just need to think about this for a second, because lots gone on here. Tarentum is now rebel. I mean, do the Bruci exist anymore? Let's have a look at this. They don't, I don't think. The Bruci don't exist. We've destroyed the Bruci, but we didn't take the city. Okay, fine. I want this spy to have a look at the Scipiones. Here we go. They're having a look at Capua, so you can just do that. A lot's happened. Enemy army routes, faction destroyed. That's the Bruci, indeed. End of turn report, faction announcements, construction, recruitment. Right, we could possibly take Tarentum this... No, not this turn. The next turn, maybe. But this guy needs to... I mean, these guys really need to get repaired. Replenished. Again, I also don't know what happened to the other general. He must have died without me knowing. Which is a bit of a shame. Now, Croton... Well, you can come over. Right, okay. Let's try and get this army over, because we have this guy. So you come over here, you over here. And you can't quite reach Tarentum this turn, but you can very soon. So you come over here. Nice. So you guys can head towards Tarentum, put it under siege next turn. I don't want to quite put Tarentum under siege with you yet. So you can just stand here. Very close. Croton, you can come over. And then you guys can head back to Croton. Right, so a lot is going on. But I think that's everything sorted in this direction. Let's get the navies over here. Okay. Right, now this is a pretty decent naval force. Should be enough to defeat the Scipii. Yep, it is indeed. So they're gone. Now there's this guy. This guy needs to get over as well. So you head on this boat and step over to the land. Can you quite do that? You can't quite, I don't think. But next turn you three will be able to get off, which will be good. So more armies. Bear in mind the Scipii still have a decent force. So, yeah. The Scipii is still relatively strong. Okay, right. We have a pretty decent navy now, which is good. Because, well, that's one of the things the mod states, is that naval battles are a lot more important. So, that's good, I suppose. We'll get this guy over. Yeah, and I have noticed that, by the way. Naval battles are, you know, having a strong navy is imperative to doing well in this campaign, really. Now, you can probably come over. We want you to come over, so you do that. And now, we're having a look at Lepkis Magna next. So, we have a spy in Thapsus, who is going to come over and have a look at Lepkis Magna. We can't quite see it. It's over there somewhere. And then, yeah, just start recruiting in Thapsus. So, town militia and get some decent cavalry in as well. Right, I mean, I don't think there's a huge amount more we can do this turn, again, because, you know, we're going to put Tarentum under siege next turn, not this turn. But we have a good enough force to take it, I think. Yeah, it's very funny how this has turned out, but, okay, fair enough, we'll just cope with it. And then, yeah, we're going to have an almighty fight against the Scipii. That's going to be a big fight against the Scipii. We're going to need to formulate a good army that can, yeah, deal with all that. But that'll be fine. We can do that. We have these two guys over here as well. So I'll make sure everyone's recruiting and constructing, and then we'll continue to the next turn. Right, I think that's all we can do. So let's see what happens. Various naval movements from us. The important thing is really looking at what the Scipii are doing, which is nothing, evidently. So there probably isn't a lot more that's going to go on. Unless, oh yeah, I was literally just going to say, I think the Numidians might attack. Oh, blimey. Look at you, Numidia. 2 attacks, okay. Right, that's interesting. Yes, that's very interesting. Another general. Well, Numidia have been quite clever here, which is we've literally moved all our troops over, and now they've besieged our 2 most vulnerable settlements, so credit to them. And yes, we are now at war. Right, this doesn't look like a good force though. It's 18 Numidian javelinmen. Now, what are they up against at the moment? We probably should build walls, by the way. Town militia and round shield cavalry. That on its own will probably be able to deal with that, but even so, that's going to take way too long. Large stone walls. Looks beautiful, but it's just not worth it. We can get... Can we possibly get any of the new units here? No, I don't think we're quite at that stage yet, which is a shame. But some lovely buildings available. Really are. I would say let's get a nice bazaar in. That would be quite nice. But yeah, no point building walls. We'll just recruit a bit more. So what we're up against, javelinmen. Honestly, just get some infantry. Just get some infantry. They won't be able to cope with that. Let them besiege ours. And then this... I say the Numidians have been quite clever, but honestly they haven't really mustered up a lot of military force. This army on its own is enough to deal with what they've thrown at us. Very odd. But okay, fair enough. I mean, credit to the Numidians. Very clever AI decision. But they just didn't have the force to do it. Now I want to get a good look at Lepkis Magna. Pretty well garrisoned with peasants. Okay, we'll be able to take it out at some point. Right, first of all, I think Tarentum is the important thing to deal with because we're going to combine all these armies. You're going to go back. Bomilcar, it's got some mercenaries. We'll pick them up wherever they are. Sam Knights and Hoplites. Good, good. And you come over here to Tarentum and you join him. Now that is a decent force, I would say. And in Tarentum, I mean, it's an alright force in Tarentum as well. Croton, is there anyone else that could join them? You could join them. Oops. Oh, for goodness. Well, I misclicked, and now they're 2 separate armies. Fine. Well, that was stupid of me, but apart from that, yes, everything's going good. We need to move a couple more troops over, though. So you get on this boat if you can. And come over here. And then you're going to go up to Tarentum, but you're probably not going to be able to join. We'll besiege Tarentum in a second. As for you, okay, so this boat over here. If we could just get you over here, you like that, you over here, and then you like that. I'm saying a lot of yous and that, but hopefully you know what I mean to a certain extent. And then these guys can head again towards Tarentum, although they'll end up fighting the Scipii probably, rather than actually dealing with Tarentum itself. But it's all good. And then you can head back to Messana. And all these fleets can sort of merge. Right, okay. Oh, there's an army here as well. Oh, right, these guys. Well, you can head over towards Tarentum as well. Yeah, head towards. You can't quite reach, but fine. Have we got enough now to deal with Tarentum? Or should we wait one more turn until the reinforcements arrive? Oh, we haven't even got rams, I don't think. Okay, we can't even attack this turn anyway, so it's irrelevant. So you do that. We can take Tarentum next turn, and then we'll move towards the Scipii. So that's all good. Again, I think it's more of the same in terms of actually, well, what do we need to do? Recruit and build. So, again, I'll do that. We'll end the turn, and then we'll take Tarentum. Okay, I think that's all we can do. Let's see how everyone responds. Most importantly, the Scipii and probably the rebels, because they might sally forth again. Unlikely, now we've got a bigger army, but we'll see. A Gaelic diplomat talking to the Scipii. We've done very little diplomacy this game, actually, which is unlike me. I like my diplomacy. A lot of armies here, flipping hell. Okay. Anyway, the usual stuff on war between Pontus and Greece isn't very relevant. Right, so now we have, like, a lot of men to take Tarentum, which is good. I mean, do we actually want to use all these men? Quite possibly we do. I just feel like they're going to get sacrificed, particularly the cavalry, but because we don't have a lot of indirect fire, which I'm not used to. I think rather than do that, I want to keep some men aside because I'm not going to throw them away then. So like you guys can come around here. You can join him, Bomilcar. You lads, can you reach Tarentum? You can, so you can join. Okay, now that's a force big enough. I just didn't want to use all those units. You can join your friends here. you know. But now we've got a good force. This force is very strong, and so is this force. And I don't think there's any more armies. Can we? No, we can't merge these fleets. Yeah. Now, is there anyone we can move over? Probably. This guy can get moved over, and it's not really worth it. It's just a couple of units that can get moved over, but not really worth it. Numidians are pretty quiet on the old trying to kill us front. They're not really, doing that. Probably because they've realised they actually haven't got enough. Unless like two massive armies come out of nowhere, I can't see them taking those settlements. So I think we should. We've already besieged Tarentum. I think we should attack. Let's have a look at the balance of power. It's only slightly in their favour. They've got some good units, but we should still take this. Let's do this. Right, here we are indeed. Okay, so I don't like not having any arrow fire or anything. I'm not used to that. It's unusual for me. But yeah, this is the rebel town of Tarentum. It's very odd how this turned into a rebel settlement. I've never seen that before, but it's going to be ours very soon anyway, so it's quite irrelevant. Who's holding the rams? It's Sam Knights, bit of a waste, but whatever, and some town militia, and some other town militia. So you three units that are holding the rams, not you, you come over here. And I don't know what the plan is really. We're just sort of going to storm the city. I don't want to risk the general. We've got a ton of infantry. Like, this shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm just going to use these guys, set these guys aside. I don't even think we'll need the rest, so I'm not going to waste them. Start the battle. So first of all, make breaches. Like so. Now, they don't seem to have a lot of towers in this part, meaning these guys can all just line up here. Like that, and they won't be shot. So we'll do that, and I'll skip it to show you what happens. Right, the walls are down, and I immediately see some Equites at the gates. You know what I do to Equites? Oh, well, there's Sam Knights there. Are you Sam Knights? Are you town militia? Well, I think we should get some hoplites into these lads. Get some good spearmen into the cavalry, so we'll do that in a second. What are you? Town watch, right. You three units should be able to bully the town watch. In a second, just stand here. Now, the hoplites phalanx is going to be a little bit messed up because they're going through the gate, but it should be enough. Right, you four, gang up on these town watch. You come in as well. And why the hell you can do it as well. So yeah, these town watch, I mean, they're at choke points, they should do alright. The Equites surely against hoplites should fail. They're going down relatively quickly. Yeah, they're going down way quicker than my hoplites are, which is good. As for the town watch, they're kind of getting overwhelmed, which is what we want to see. So obviously you guys all attacking. Could probably get a few more units in. Okay, some good arrow fire from the peltasts. Kudos to them. You come round here, but the other two can come through the gate. This ram just never decided to move. You know what? If you don't feel like it, lads, don't put your back out or anything. Okay, Equites are going down really quickly because the hoplites. I mean, the hoplites took 8 losses, but the Equites have taken way more, so that's fine. Now, what's come over here then? Sam Knights. We have our own Sam Knights, but they decided they didn't want to move, so your Sam Knights are considerably better, it would seem. Yeah, all you guys kind of need to just get on these Sam Knights now, rather than focus on the Equites. Just storm through them, please. Sam Knights alright, by the way. Sam Knights are pretty solid units. Right, the Equites are routing. You lads need to get over here. Don't worry about Town Watch. Like, nobody's running. Please run. We should just have too many units for the Town Watch. That's sort of the plan. Sorry, just their army, but the Sam Knights is what I meant to say. Okay, at this point I can't even see where the Sam Knights are. There they are. 42 of them against all these lads. Like, it's not gonna end well for them. And indeed they didn't. They're now routing. So all these lads now onto the peltas before they get away, because they are going to try and run. Don't worry, the hoplites can stay back now. They've done their job. You two haven't really done your job though, so you come as well. Right, this horde of troops has now attacked the peltas, and again, should be way too many for the peltas to possibly even have a chance. Okay, the town militia have taken the knock, but they're the least important unit. Are the pelters still around? There's like a few of them left. 29. I just want to have a quick look on what's on the plaza, what's left, because they still have about 60% of their army. So there's going to be the rebel general, some hoplites, I think. Maybe that's it. Rebel general and some hoplites. But anyway, we'll get his pelters down first. Right, something else has wanted to join the party. For goodness sake, the Equites are back. Alright. Right, those units are routed. Now we have a horde of troops. You and you and you. In fact, no, you can fight. You two, you might as well get out of there because there's not a lot of you left. But these lot, bar you two, can come over to the plaza. The quickest way is... There isn't really a quick way, to be honest. Probably... I mean, probably in this direction. Yeah. In fact, there's some Weletes around the corner. You can go and get them. Right, my lads have come around the corner. They're going to charge the Weletes. They're not going to be particularly happy. But yeah, it's very interesting how this has turned rebel. And it's rare to see towns like Tarentum, Croton, Capua as rebel settlements. Because they're always in control of the Romans. I never see another faction take them, pretty much. So... very interesting. Okay, we've just gradually worn those two units down until they're absolutely nothing. Something else is wanting to attack. That's the Equites. You can do that. And they've routed. Okay. Now, there's remnants of small units left, plus a strong unit of hoplites and the rebel general. So, basically, once they're all down, we're all good. Now, the rebel general is going to take and receive a lot of hits. But, you know what? That's the nature of generals. We've got plenty of troops to deal with it. We should be fine there. The hoplites are decent, but we'll focus on the general first. So, all charge the general. Okay, admittedly, lots of troops here. Some of these lads need to get around the side, because a couple of these units have routed, and it's not ideal. You particularly need to get on the general. I'm going to get our general to run in as well now. Okay, everyone can just run in. Okay, I think our sheer numbers are going to win us this one. You know, it hasn't been the greatest tactic, just swarming them. But, I mean, it will work, I hope. Okay, the faction leader charged in and died. Straight away, he has 56 bodyguards. I get so unlucky with this game. The amount of... I mean, so unlucky. Out of 50, about like 60 men, he's the one who dies. Crazy, but okay, he can charge in as well now. I mean, this is an absolute mess, but the enemy general was dead. Captain Pef Colas or whatever. Yeah, I mean, we've got this in the bag, but not really the best way to do it. And there we go, I think. Oh no, there are a few men left. No, there's not. I'm pretty sure we've won now. Yes, game. I mean, how many have we? Yeah, we've killed every single person. Yeah, there we go. Pretty even amount of kills. Not very good. We lost about 500 men, but we can retrain them. It should be okay. The bad thing was we lost the general, but we're getting so many generals in. It's kind of compensating for that, to be honest. So yeah, the faction leader killed. I mean, luckily it's a short campaign, so I don't really care. But isn't really the best, and Tarentum can be exterminated. Like so, because I don't want public order issues. So all that's good. Well, I say that, it's relatively good. So I think priority is Tarentum needs to retrain. Like everyone. Right, I'll sort out the units because some of them need to be merged and then we'll retrain them. Okay, so we're literally just recruiting everywhere. It's absolute madness. But I think there's nothing more we can do really, so... Characters cannot travel on water. Yeah, I want you to travel on the boat. Oh, he's not doing what he's told, whatever. Yeah, so... You know, you've got Tarentum. I now want to push towards the Scipii, but there's a big old army there. I mean, we're going to have to deal with this, which isn't going to be fun. Plus, not you, plus you as well. I mean, it's going to take a little while before we can actually defeat this. Right, I think that's all we can do, but I have come up with a little bit of a plan to deal with all these armies. If potentially we could bribe this guy, it's going to cost a lot of money. Probably we haven't got enough. Plus there's Scipii, they're very unlikely to be bribed. If we could potentially do that, then we've pretty much got Capua. If we can't, it might take a while for us to build up an army big enough. But, you know, I'm doing all I can. So we'll see what we can do. We'll end the turn. Let's see how the Scipii react, really, to the fact that we've pretty much destroyed we have destroyed the Brutii. And the Senate don't look too happy either. They're mobilising some troops, some big old troops as well. So that's going to be difficult to deal with as well. Gaelic diplomat coming over to speak. I'm more than happy to speak to him if he wants to. And that seems to be it. Numidians still haven't attacked yet. I need to keep an eye on how many turns these guys can hold out for. 6 and 4. Okay, it's ages away. That's fine. Now, I think first of all, talking to the Scipii is probably quite a big deal. Now, they split this army up into 2. Right, Captain... Okay, this Captain Nero's force isn't great. Inside Capua, I mean, they're not going to give away Capua. It's their last city. The only guy that can really be bribed is Placus Tubertus. And it's unlikely we can bribe him, but we'll give it a go. Bribe, please? Not going to happen. No, didn't think so. Well, fair enough. We'll just have to destroy you the old-fashioned way. That's, yeah, not very confident about that, but even then, we need to mobilise an army, as I said. So we basically need all the troops we can get. Particularly these Iberian infantry is so important at this stage. So you all come over here. Let's have a look at the size of this army. That's a pretty decent sized army. Cavalry. The only thing we lack is long distance, long range fire. You two come over. So this force is now looking pretty decent. These two aren't particularly happy, which you can't blame them. We've just taken their entire garrison out pretty much. 3 Iberian infantry over here. So you can come over. Now Syracuse isn't happy. Fair enough, once again. So you can... Well, first of all, you can recruit. And a little bit of a lower tax rate. And some public baths. It's your lucky day. Messana, what have you got that we can get? Some... Yeah, these two lads. We need to get all the troops we can. Now this Scipii... Right, first of all, this Scipii navy's back. Which is a little bit annoying. So, where is our navy? Okay, I think a lot of it has gone now, to be fair. How many ships have you got? 15 with a bit of experience, but surely won't be able to stand up to 40 ships. No. Okay, just want to get that Scipii navy down. It's annoying me. Okay. So yeah, you lads. Right, you lads over here. Onto this boat. Boats come over here. And then you two, plus an agent. I don't even know what agent this is. Onto this boat. Boat over here. So now these guys can join those guys as well. That's an even stronger army. But now Messana's unhappy. We'll have to lower the tax rate and recruit, which is fine. But in general, it's going pretty well. I think we can lower the tax rate here just to make sure they're happy, and also make sure we're recruiting. Probably, I mean, we could do with some skirmishers, but they're not that great, are they? Their missile attack has got a lot better. Maybe we should have been doing some skirmishes all along. Let's get some skirmishes in. I kind of didn't really understand how overpowered skirmishes were. So yeah, we'll certainly do that. Just looking at their stats, I realised we should have been fielding armies with a lot more skirmishes. But there we go. Live and learn. We've learned something about the mod. We'll see how they do in battle. Really, is the important thing. The Numidians just gone from. Oh no, that's not Africa. That's Sicily. Yeah, Numidians are still here. I'm not really bothered about them. I mean, we're mobilising a force. It's a pretty damn strong force. Well, yeah, we'll end the turn. We'll see what we can do. Okay, turn ended. Scipii did absolutely nothing. We'll probably recruited a ton of troops known as Scipii. Gaul want to speak to us. More than welcome to. Alliance. Yeah. Alliance trade rights and map information. Yeah, I mean, why not? I haven't got a problem with Gaul. Yeah, great stuff. Awesome. I'm enemies with the Romans anyway, so that's all fine. Okay. Right. Where is this then? This is in Thapsus, and I haven't really been recruiting the last couple of turns. What have they got? Numidian javelinmen and Numidian cavalry against militia. I mean, he reckons it's in their favour. I highly doubt that, and I'm about to prove how they don't stand a chance right now. Right, so the game oddly reckons that it's in their favour. Yeah, I mean, really weird that is, in my opinion. Well, literally, they've only got one ram for a start, so let's just get all you guys out of the way for a second while I work out what I want to do. You can just stay here and fire on people. It's fine by me. And then sort of get you guys, like, that maybe, with, like, you in between, kind of like that. I mean, it doesn't look pretty, but they're not going to get through that. Plus, plus you guys as well. Literally just pile them all at the front and they won't be able to get around. The cavalry won't even need. I'm that confident. Start the battle. You guys defend your position. And yeah, well, they're going to attack, and I just don't see how the Numidians are going to get past that, to be honest. How are the javelinmen going to get past that? You tell me. Right, so doors are open. Good luck, lads. This is what they're looking at. Really? Do you really want to come into the city? Oh, you brave, brave idiots. I mean, the town militia go down fast. Having a look at this, the town militia are pretty terrible. They aren't that good. I've been saying militia troops are good, but they're pretty poor on the defensive side. But still, I mean, we're just churning up the javelinmen. I hope. Okay, admittedly, this town militia unit has gone down. The Wellaters or whatever they are, javelinmen have done pretty well, which is odd, but whatever. Let's get everyone else in as well. Okay, they've routed. This is not going particularly well. I have been a little bit cocky, I'll admit. You guys get back here. You guys get in the city. Okay, then everyone go on the cavalry. I mean, they're javelin cavalry. They shouldn't be that good. Yeah, their captain's down. They're going to rout. Our captain's down. He's going to rout. I mean, I could have done this a lot better, but I just rushed it, and I didn't really care that much because it's fine. They got more kills. Honestly, I'm not that bothered. It's not. It's inconsequential to me. As long as we kept the city, which we did, that's fine. Right, that is it. But immediately I noticed that Vesuvius has erupted. So, NSM report. Oh, Vesuvius? Apologies, Etna, I mean. Vesuvius erupted. Definitely not in this time period. Yeah, Etna is what I've... Vesuvius, for goodness sake. It's Sicily. Etna erupted. But then that shouldn't have affected us too badly. I hope. Now, Carthage still isn't happy. We'll lower the tax rate. Okay, we can't. Instead, get some public baths in. We're not going to lose the settlement. I highly doubt that, so it should be all fine. Athapsis is now back. So retrain these geezers. Recruit you, and then yeah, just carry on your way, really. That's all good. Right, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, really, isn't there? It's pretty amazing. First of all, we're creating the biggest army we've fielded yet, hopefully. Now, Placus Tubertus is a big force, but, I mean, what I want is to hang outside Capua and then have one almighty fight against the Scipii. That's how I like doing things. So, Bisaltes needs to head in this direction, but not step into Scipii territory. And it gives us a couple more turns just to recruit a bit more as well. For example, you two can come along as well. So that's now an even bigger force. That force is nearly full, by the way. Including these guys are going to join them very soon as well, next turn. If I can click on him, please. There we go. Croton, you can join these lads. And we've probably even got some more men. It's going to be an absolute almighty fight. I mean, it really is. Greek Navy, 20 ships, but they're relatively strong. So let's try and combine these guys. Oh, for goodness sake, I really hate that where you can't combine the navies. It's really stupid. Anyway, just knock. Oh. Attacking neutral faction. Okay, as long as they don't attack us, then I suppose it's fine. But as for Messana, yeah, Messana, Syracuse. Alright, you come around here. We'll just try and get as many troops over to the Italian mainland as possible, really, is what we're trying to do. Okay, I think that's all we can do. again, for example. Yeah, for again, I don't think there's anything more we can do. Tarentum's a bit unhappy, but we can't do a lot about that at the moment. Carthage, just make sure we've got enough troops. I thought Carthage had more troops than that. I'm not going to lie. Where have they gone? It's only one unit of javelinmen, but I did think Carthage had better troops than this. So, yeah, probably should have sorted that out a bit better. But in general, yeah, next turn, everyone's basically going to join Byzaltes over here, and then we're going to have an almighty fight against the Scipii. So probably about 2 more turns until that happens. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. Okay, Scipii, yeah, oh, they've attacked us. They've attacked this force of various units. That's not really what I wanted, so we're going to back off. That's slightly annoying. I'm not really sure what happened there. I'm really confused what happened there, in fact. We'll have a look in a second. I'm not sure which army was attacked. I want to get over to Capua this episode, and then next episode we'll fight the Scipii. Okay, this rebel force has attacked us. We got a close victory. Fair enough. I'm surprised by that. Right. So yeah, he's well into our territory now. Placus Tubertus. And then yeah, Byzaltes is here. So he's kind of been drawn over, meaning we could potentially just go for Capua right now. Do we have a spy anywhere? Because if we could get into... We do. No, high chance of getting into Capua. He's in. Now Byzaltes and his strong old army, admittedly without the reinforcements, but still decent. Because you guys can't join, can you? You can't quite get over. Well, that's fine. You just back off into Tarentum for a second. If he wants to besiege Tarentum, he's more than welcome. Because we have the advantage there, I can tell you that for nothing. And we'll get some walls just in case, in fact. But yeah, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to... Who are you even? Captain... No, I don't know. Some rebels. I'm going to get you to come over into Scipii territory. There's no mercenaries, unfortunately. Attack Captain Marcus. He's going to back off. And now, we can attack Captain Marcus here. And it's close. Right. Captain Marcus and Julianus Scipio. 3 generals and a decent... It's a decent army. It's a decent army. Do you know what? Do I want to attack? Because I like going on the defensive. See, so I could just say, okay, we'll back off, but look, we're in your territory, attack us when you want to. Now, as for Placus Tubertus, well, don't really want him to come over, but he can't come over next turn. Wait, can we besiege the settlement? I'm getting a bit distracted here. Can we besiege the settlement? We can, but we can't get in. The spy didn't do his job very well. We'll besiege the settlement and build... we'll build a siege tower, a ladder. Do I want a ram? Ram just in case. Yeah, something like that. We'll do, in fact, no, I want a couple more ladders. Right. We could possibly take Capua next turn. And yeah, he's going to be away. He can't reach Capua in time. So if we can take Capua next turn, Placus Tubertus is pretty much out of the situation. We've baited him over to Tarentum, which is great stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read these reports. Ah, town grows. I actually should have read it rather than just dismissing it, but whatever. Yeah. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. I'm going to move this diplomat over here. In fact, he can speak to the Spanish.
I will speak with them at once.
Would you like a ceasefire and trade rights and map information? I mean, we're nowhere near each other. You shouldn't want to continue a war with us. Yeah, whatever. Okay. And we've got a lot of money now, by the way. So yeah, I think I'm going to call this an episode because it's taken quite a while with taking Tarentum basically twice and then defending ourselves against some Numidians and stuff. But next time, big old fight in Capua. If we take that, this guy's gone. He's a rebel now, and we could probably bribe him in that case. And then, the thing is, I want to take Rome last. I think that would be quite a good one. Look at that army. Yeah, I want to take Rome last. Strongest army. We'll attack the Julii. My aim for this campaign, by the way, isn't to destroy the Roman factions, although if we could get the Julii, that would be quite nice. I wanted to take these 2 settlements, basically all the settlements that the Romans start off with, including Rome, plus probably Lepkis Magna and Cyrene maybe. So if I could take these two at the very least, that's what I'd like to do against the Julii. But mainly, of course, it's attacking Rome, which is going to be the end product of this campaign. But some big old armies, I can tell you that for nothing. So thank you very much for watching. It's been a very interesting campaign. A lot of difficult fights. But that's sort of the beauty of this mod, I suppose, is that it's certainly more difficult and it's more realistic and it's more tactically based, which is good. It's certainly a challenge, I can assure you of that. But it is going pretty well. We are, we're doing well against the Romans. If we could get rid of the Scipii next turn, then that's 2 factions we've eliminated in a very short amount of time, which is great stuff. So the next episode should be out very, very soon. And then once we finish this campaign, probably a couple more episodes of the Fair Mod campaign. Once we finish this, then we'll continue back with our Scythia and Mercenary only challenge, alongside also the faction guides and stuff like that. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around.